Greetings everybody, Guzzle here, checking out a new game for you today. This is The Wandering Village. It just hit version 1.0. It is a city builder game where you build a city on top of a giant dinosaur, basically. I mean, you see it right here. That is the creature that we're going to be building our city on. I'm going to go ahead and do a new game, guys. I did the tutorial. It took me a little bit over an hour. It's a very long tutorial, but it's very detailed. And it goes into a lot of the specific things you need to do. So I do recommend it. If you pick this game up, definitely check out the tutorial because there is a lot to this game. We have different skins for the dragon there, or the dinosaur, whatever you want to call this thing. So I kind of like this purple type one, so we'll go with that. Onbu is his name. We'll keep that the default there. And we'll call this Guzzle's Dino. How about that, huh?
Driven from our homes by the toxic spores, we kept wandering, looking for shelter. But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
Kind of sets the tone for you there. All right, boys, here we go. Okay, so, I thought I didn't have the tutorial turned on, but maybe, let's see what happens here. Okay. All right. All right, I'm in charge officially now. There's the dino taking a nap, dude. So here's our starting, I guess, region or area to work on here. All right, so as with most city builders slash survivors like this, we have to start building stuff, guys. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start with our wood cutting camp here. We'll put it up there. 44. Maybe we're going to get a better number than that. How about 58, man? There we go. Actually, we do want to clear some of the trees so we can have room to build stuff. So we'll do one there. And we'll do another down here. 23. It's not a lot, but you know what? We can move it later. So that's okay. Now they're off building, guys. We need to assign workers to this one, so we'll assign 2 of those. This is being built. Boom. 2 workers there. All good. We should probably do a... Let's see. We're going to need food, so a berry gatherer is next, but I don't see a region where... It's way over there for those berries. Not ideal, I can say that much. Okay, interesting. Well, that's fine. We'll worry about that later. How about we build, there's a storage. We'll build a storage, like, maybe there. And we need to get water up and running as well. I don't think we have that yet. Actually, we need to build a research building, so we need to build a clay gathering camp as well. One thing that's kind of, I won't say frustrating, because that's not the right word. Something to get used to, I guess, is that when you have a building selected, you have to use WSAD to move the camera. You can't use the mouse. And I tell you, like, this is going to be like a really niche thing, but because I use Photoshop so much, I'm always trying to drag the camera around while I have a building selected. I don't know, it's just such a weird thing. But anyway, you guys don't care about that. How about we, yeah, let's get a clay gatherer set up there. I guess we could do the berry gathering over there. It's pretty far away, but that's where the berries are, so we kind of have to get a tree chop down up. There we go, that's a good spot for it. Okay, build this thing. We'll add 3 workers to that. How are we doing on our workers, though? We've got 6 idle still, so they are getting to work there. All right, sweet. We're cranking along, boys. The dino's still asleep, so that's good. He'll start moving, though. You can check out the world map here. So the dino will start moving along this path. There's a bunch of stuff we can do while that's happening, but I'll get to that in a minute. So these guys are building. We need to also harvest some rocks over here. A mining camp, dude. Let's get this set up. How about we do it? Yeah, right there looks good. We're going to be out of workers pretty quick, if I had to guess here. So let's speed it up a little bit, guys. Double speed now. They're going to be out there building. as they do. And we'll get this town up and running soon enough, man. Alright, guys, the next goal is the research building. We're still waiting on some wood, and are we waiting to stone and clay to do that. So we got to get our stone smith up and running here. 2 workers in there. And I think things are sort of running here. Okay. I need you guys to... Yeah, they're going to start getting berries from these bushes, which will start feeding our crew. So that's kind of necessary. Let's take a look at our... So we got a bunch of... we need to build some homes for all our workers. So we're going to get on that pretty fast. We need wood for that. We need 15 wood. So we need to gather some wood before we can do that. So we'll start working on that. Okay, let's build a tent. Let's think where we want this. Maybe up here would be a good spot for the tents, huh? Okay, we'll start building it along that area. I think that's okay. Kind of out of the way, you know? But yeah, guys, this is the game. It's basically you start a civilization on the dragon there, or the dino, whatever you want to call him. And you start building your settlement, and we're going to start being able to send workers out soon to go get stuff. It's a pretty interesting game. I like it a lot, actually. I think it's a cool theme to have the moving city. Let's build a couple more. All right. How are we looking here? Do we have... We still need more housing, but they're going to have to build it. We're working on that. All right. How's the research building coming along? We're still not there. Where do I want to put it? I wonder. Maybe just in the center. Yeah, probably, huh? Put it, like, over there. What do we got going on here? Yeah, we don't have the materials for that. That's okay. I'm just... that's a cool thing about the game as well, is you could basically stage something that you don't have the materials to build. Once you do gather the materials, though, your workers will build it eventually, so you can kind of let it hang out over there. All right. We've got some housing going up. We still need quite a few more. I think each tent holds 2 workers. Yep, 2 beds in there. So once we have all of these built, everybody will have enough lodging, and they'll be happier. All right, we're cranking along here. This dude's just kind of hanging out, huh? All right. All right. The dino is awake. He's moving. We don't have commands for him yet because we got to build a special building that'll let us do that. But he's on the move, so let's see where we're going here. Not much to see at the moment. We'll have to check back in a little while. All right, man. Let's speed it up a little bit. All right, guys. Our first event's coming up. It's an abandoned encampment. It says this campsite looks like it has long been deserted. There's not much left, but you might find some tools amidst the debris. All right. Tools are really good for later when you have to build specialized buildings, so getting some tools would be awesome. All right, they're cranking away, dude. We still don't have the materials for our research, but they're gathering the clay still, so hey, here we go. We got a full staff coming in. We're going to have 3 researchers. They're building it finally. And now we get to the meat of the game, so to speak. All right, guys, here is the research tree. And the first thing to research is the air well, which will get water out of the atmosphere. And we will research that thing. So off we go. And what do they want here? We don't have enough wood to build those houses, huh? Maybe we build another woodcutter. I don't know. We don't have any idle workers, so perhaps not. Although we're getting more workers as we go along, which is really nice. So I think we do another woodcutter. And we'll do it like... How about... Yeah, how about up here? This would be fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Now everybody's got a job to do. We got the research cranking along. We're going to have a lot of water soon. We're going to build a bunch of those air wells there. And then we're just kind of cruising now. Sweet, the research is done. So I think we ought to do the farm next. That seems good. Now we gotta build some water. So there we go, air well, dude. Let's get a bunch of these set up. I think maybe... Let's do it maybe over... It's okay, we'll do it pretty central. Oh yeah, you can hold shift, guys, to build multiples of certain things. I'm gonna leave a little bit of the space open here. How you guys looking there? We might have to move this, actually. They're kind of opening up this area, so maybe this is where our air wells should go, but... Alright, they need something to research, so they just got the farm done. That's pretty good. A water tank, I'd love to research this, so... But we don't really have the materials. Why don't we grab the pantry there? We'll do that next, but I need to get a lot of water gathered here. So yeah, we're lagging on wood, man. Pretty bad here. How about we take maybe one worker off the clay? We don't need 3 of them. And over here, the stones. We need a lot of stones, so I'm going to keep 2 workers on that. But we have 1 worker now who can get some of the building done while we wait. We get 2 more workers popping in, so that's really nice. Another air well. We need more stone, dude. Okay, they're finally building this, though. We have to staff it up with a worker there. But we need another one. We just got research done. So let's work on the water tank. I know we don't have the materials for it, but we'll gather some more water. We kind of need to do that soon, man. So let's build some, not the farm, we'll build more air wells up here. Well, yeah, that's fine. We'll do it up here. What we got going on? Yeah, we don't have the materials. I know. It's all right. Oh, we got some mushrooms over here. So we want to send our workers to actually gather these. And later they will come in handy for us. I'm doing it the really slow way, but there's a way to do it faster. We'll have those guys harvest that if we can. You guys are kind of bored sitting around. Now they're researching the water storage, which is really nice. We're gonna get new workers soon. What's the dino up to? Oh yeah, we can basically ask the dinosaur to turn. And this is like this pink region over here. I'm not really sure what that's about. Oh, we don't have the hornblower yet. Just kidding. We can't command him at the moment, which is fine. He's going to walk straight down. It is what it is. We're not quite there yet. We're not ready to really get that up and running. So how are we looking here? Did they gather the mushrooms? Not yet. We need more water, man, if I had to guess. Just kidding. All right. We got the water tank completed, which is really good. Let's research the hornblower so we can command our dino, dude. Okay, I think there's a nice spot right here for the hornblower anyway, which is really cool. How are we looking on our housing? We still need to build some more housing, so let's get on that, man. We have 6 people that don't have a place to live at the moment. So let's see how this is turning out. I'm going to put it back on, we'll do double speed here, just to make sure we're not missing out on stuff, you know? These guys are cranking along, huh? They have not built this. Why not? We're waiting on stone. What is the holdup on the stone? I guess we need more mining camps, huh? Yeah. Right over here looks like a really good spot. Yeah, dude, right there. All right, set it up. More workers, let's go. Research done. Landscaping, okay, let's think here. A flop house, that's good for housing. Let's do landscaping next. I know we don't, again, we don't have the water for it, but hopefully with some new workers in the mix, we still have 8 people that are homeless. That's pretty bad. I was going to say, with new workers in the mix, hopefully we can, basically, what does this mean? Is it blocked? It's not. It says marked for destruction. I didn't call for that. I must have clicked something by mistake. Oh well. We cleared it. It's fine. What's going on here? What's the problem? Oh, it's too... Is it too humid? What's going on here? Why can't you collect the water? What's up, dude? I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, storage is full. That's what. Okay, well, we can fix that. We can fix that, dude. How about we put it, right there. There's our water storage going up. Okay, I wasn't aware that was going to be an issue, but apparently it is. We might as well build the pantry as well. It doesn't look pretty, but it's fine. And now let's build the horn blower. Again, I'm doing the Photoshop thing where I select it first and then try to command it. But anyway, it's okay. All right, we're working on this, guys. We're working on it. All right, so this is kind of our town center in the middle there. We do need to set up a farm somewhere. Probably right here as soon as we can. Let's go ahead and move this actually down a little bit lower there. And we can harvest these bushes right here. And that'll give us some more space. We'll build a farm right there. It'll be nice and proper, dude. Can you guys, we need some more workers, I think, to build some stuff. What's happening out here? He's cruising along. There is food for the dino coming up, so that's good. You gotta have to keep the dino pleased as well. So he's at 43% hunger, and he's a little tired. He will go to sleep, I think, on his own. But soon we'll be able to command him as well, so that'll be nice. How are we doing on our situations? Looking pretty good there. We probably need to keep working on food, though. We need a staff member for the water. The water tower is built, which is huge. Someone wants to talk to me. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yeah. My friend, have you heard the rumors going around the village? Some people are growing concerned about a strange pile of rubble they've discovered on Onbu's back. There seems to be something buried there. It's hard to tell what that is right now, but we might be able to learn more if we dig it up. I don't know about this. Maybe it was buried for a reason. Come on, dear. Aren't you the least bit curious? Who knows? It might be something that could really benefit us. All right, so we have this mound over here, strange rubble. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm still kind of setting up my town. So we're not quite at that point yet. What is going on with this? What are you guys complaining about exactly? Not enough resources. I'm not sure what they mean. Maybe they've gathered everything for this area. We need to staff our hornblower. Now we can issue commands to the dino dude. We can make him lie down. He is pretty tired. Let's go ahead and have him lie down so he can rest a bit. That's fine. We need time to kind of build up our city anyway. All right, how we looking on our housing? Looks okay. So we're good there. All right, let's get to work on building more stuff, more research as well. Landscaping, what are they waiting on? They need, what is this? Oh, herbs or something. Okay, let's have them do the flop house instead. This will be easier for housing. So get to work on that. We need staff here. Good to go. We don't have enough people. Okay. That's okay. We're about to get 2 more nomads, so we're going to be okay in just a moment here. Boom, there it is, dude. And now we have our people to gather the rock. All right, guys, we're cranking here. Let's go ahead and harvest that. All right, guys, so they're harvesting these bushes here. Once those are gone, I will build the farm where this person is right there. And then we have more food popping off here, which would be really good for us. Got to have some food available, as always. We got a, what is this? We got a herb down here, so we got to think about that in the future. Get some herbs going. Research is done, so let's check out what else we can do here. Corn plantation. Let's do the mycologist so we can have mushrooms harvested soon. All right, how we looking here? Somebody clear this thing out, please. Okay, we need more workers. It's kind of like the the never-ending story with a city builder, right? Never enough workers to do all the things you need to do. Oh, looks like some stuff has rotted. Decayed mushroom, man. But we get fertilizer if we harvest it, so I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's switch to the harvesting tool. We're going to have them harvest all this stuff. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But again, we're low on personnel. So it's understandable it might take a while. Let's see how we're looking out here. Oh, he's still asleep. No problem. That's fine. Our food supply... Hang on, let's take a look. We've got 43 berries currently in the supply. We've got a lot of water, which is really good. We need water for a lot of different things, but mainly for research. By the way, guys, these little rock formations are scales of the dinosaur or the dragon, whatever you want to call him. You can harvest it, but it will decrease the trust between you and the creature, so you kind of don't really want to do it unless it's absolutely necessary, basically. All right, my ecologist is ready, so we can start planting mushrooms, which is really cool. I think, let's think about where we want to put it. I don't know, man. So I think, okay, you know what we can do? We can dismiss one of the, oh no, sorry, full staff required. So never mind. Let's have them research the... Let's think here. What is... We need mushrooms for that. Okay. Let's do the, Let's do the carpenter. I think that's a good one to do. Yeah, let's do the carpenter there. Sure. Just takes wood to research that. Okay. We got nomads coming in 22 hours. It's, you know, game time hours, not real time. Are we... Everyone's got a house. We're good there. Alright, man. A lot of it's just, you know, there's some downtime in this game. Which is, you know, it's fine. It's a city builder. Alright, guys. So I noticed that the workers have to walk really far away to store stuff. So I'm going to build another storage... material storage area near... A lot closer to where everybody is. So that they don't have to walk as far to do that. So we got 2 storage set up now. We might as well do one near on this side once we kind of have this area up and running. We might as well grab another... Sorry, not clay. We want, for food, we have another berry gatherer there. Maybe, like, right there. Gotta have food covered, man. Alright, the dino's asleep still. Got 2 more workers coming in. That's really good. So they'll hopefully go ahead and go build a bunch of stuff. We got our carpenter done. Let's take a look. We'll do a corn plantation. It says it's very heat resistant, requires little water, but grows slowly. Sure, man. Alright, we got that cranking. All right, they're building everything. This is great. We need some construction action here. Sweet. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna build some roads soon, just to kind of help out, help everybody out here. Alright, guys, next item of research. I think I want to do... We don't have materials for a lot of that. We can do a stonemason. That seems good to me, sure. We got the stonemason popping off. Are these guys... They're not going to collect the mushrooms because they're busy working. We need more workers. We're going to have a day and 18 hours. So that's kind of a long time. Man, is he still asleep? I guess we'll let him rest all the way up. That's fine. Alright guys, so as soon as we get more workers, what I'm going to do is have them investigate this pile over here. And remove that. And then we'll get to see maybe another phase of the game. What did we get here? We got research done, dude. Okay, the stonemason is done. I'd love to research... Let's think. We need to do this, landscaping. Eat command would be useful as well. We need mushrooms, man, so we got to work on that a little bit. Rock trumpet. Interesting, a new mushroom type. Okay. So the Onbu would let us do some new things with the dino there. Actually, a kitchen would be really good too. So let's look at... Yeah, the kitchen would be... Well, I guess we're getting a little ahead of ourselves there. Let's do the cactus as soon as we get enough clay. So we're waiting on that. We can actually pause research for the moment. So we'll lock that. And these guys will convert back into workers and do the things that are necessary that we've been kind of holding out on. Like building this water tower, for example. So we'll hold off our research for just a moment until we kind of get our village stabilized. I want them to go gather the mushrooms as well, which they are doing now, which is great. And so for now, we'll hold off on research. I think that's a good strategy here. Things are humming along, dude. How about we harvest also these mushrooms over here? We'll get that going. Sweet. All right, let's see where the dino's heading. So he's going to have some food coming up, which is great, because we don't have the capability to feed him yet. But we're working on it. We got new nomads. Let's go. All right. Here we go, guys. Let's clear this out. And we'll make it high priority as well, so they focus on that. Research is locked at the moment still. Bundle of mushrooms. How about you guys grab those? It's all right. They're working on it. Let's build another storage area. Where was that? There we go. Material storage. It only takes 20 wood. It's pretty low cost, low impact type thing. I think that works out over there. All right, sweet. We're cranking, boys. All right, I'm going to build a mushroom farm right there. This is actually a better spot over here, but it's okay. We'll have 2 mushroom farms eventually. But those guys are working on clearing the mysterious pile out here. So we're going forward with this. Why don't you guys, while you're at it, grab some mushrooms, man. Mushrooms are very good. Not only can we feed the dino with them, but we can also use them for research. So hopefully we can grab... Oh, sorry, new workers just sitting there. I need to get on top of that. All right, we did build more homes. I think it's time to build a flop house, if I had to guess. Let's see. We just need some clay for that, mother. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of clay at the moment. We're only at 43 and we need 100. It's quite a bit, man. But where would we put our flop house? Let's think about it. Can't put it there. Have to build it up here, I guess, which is all right. We'll put it like... Yeah, we'll put it there. We don't have people for it. Oh, he's getting hungry. The good news is, though, he's going to be able to snack on those mushrooms coming up. Not something we got to worry about. Oh, yeah, you guys don't have anything to harvest. That's good news. Let's move it over there. All right, sweet. Looks like they're hard at work, which is what we want. These dudes are working. We have about halfway there to go. Sweet. All right. I'm going to move this woodcutter a little bit further in there. There we go. Okay, guys, you can see this here. Food is scarce. Villagers only eat when starving to conserve supplies. So we have to work on our food, which we did research the kitchen, I believe. Oh, I guess not yet. We got to build our farm. We forgot to do that. Or I forgot, rather. So how about we do something like that? Right there. Having the farm set up will help with our food issues. It turns out we have a lot of herbs right here, so we're going to have to build an herb collector soon. Alright, guys, the dinosaur is near the food. So he's going to be able to snack and be happy, hopefully. Let's take a look at the commands. Can I can't get him to eat. Not yet, anyway, but we'll get there eventually. Alright, check it out. He's eating the mushrooms. He's gonna be feeling better. His hunger's going down. So that's good news for us. We don't have the materials, I know. It's okay. I'm just staging it. You guys are fine. Don't worry about it. Let's throw another... We have 5 idle workers. Let's throw another worker on the clay pit there so we can get that going. Actually, we need another clay collector. Oh, this is done, guys. So we can repair... But we gotta build planks and stone slabs to repair the item there. How interesting. It appears to be an ancient structure. Some kind of tower, maybe? What do you make of it, dear? Interesting indeed. In all my years, I've never seen anything quite like it. Or maybe, no, couldn't be. Either way, it seems to be in remarkably good shape given its age. The foundations are intact. And many of the other parts look usable as well. If we can figure out how they fit together and supplant some of our own resources, we might be able to repair it. I don't know what we could stand to gain from this. Our resources are limited and, in my opinion, better used elsewhere. But dear, isn't not knowing the exciting part? I think we should do it if we can afford to, but either way, that isn't our decision anymore, is it? That's right, it's up to me, suckers. We're going to definitely put that thing back together, but not until we have our farm up and running. We got to do that first. How about we complete our road while I'm thinking about it? Straight up to the houses there. It's almost like I planned it that way. Okay, we'll have this. Yeah, a road there. And that'll be good for now. Okay, we have a lot of issues going on. I know you want research. It's fine. We have full water storage yet again, which is insane to me. But we will build yet another water tank, because we need water for a lot of different things. Especially when the farm gets up and running, we need a ton of water for that. Oh, look at that. There it is. So let's go ahead and plant some beets, dude. Plant some beet action. The farm is cranking. We're going to have our food situation handled pretty soon. Alright, sweet. Okay, let's see. Let's get back on the research, I think. We have, no, just kidding. We don't have enough workers at the moment. We need more workers, man. What is this? Why is this not? Oh, they're hungry and we still need housing. Okay. Well, we just built the farm, so that's going to be under control soon. While we wait, let's build another hut, another tent, rather. Because we have to have the housing kind of in order there. We still need workers like crazy, though. How about, we'll pull one off the farm. We need 2 workers for that, I think is fine. And so we'll get that up and running. 1 mushroom worker is fine. We've got mushrooms cranking over there. What's this guy's problem? Oh, he's hungry. I know, man. We're working on it. Okay, he just ate. Good. He's good to go. Yeah, guys, we're still struggling with having enough personnel. The dragon... Oh, he turned the corner. That's interesting. I didn't tell him to do that, but we have an encampment coming up. So there's that. And then we have a cold snap, which sounds pretty bad. Especially for our farm. But anyway, we're cranking along here. We still have 1 idle worker. And so we need to definitely get more workers, man. We're kind of in trouble. Light rain. All right, we got humidity up. I used to live in Florida, guys, so when I talk about humidity, I get a little bit triggered. All right, they're finally building the freaking flop house, man. So the housing situation will be under control really soon. And that'll last us, I think 30 people can live in this thing. Yeah, it's crazy. So we don't have to build housing for quite some time. That's finally done. It's amazing. All right, sweet. We just got to get our food under control. I think it's almost time to get back into the research as soon as we get more workers. Back into the research. We'll get the kitchen researched, and then we can actually make food they'll be excited about. I think it's pretty cool that you can see on the overworld map kind of the weather effects and things like that. Nice little touch. All right. Oh no, what happened here? People are hungry. I know, I'm working on it. All right, maybe we need to do it sooner than later, apparently. We're going to unlock the research. But we don't have enough people to staff it, which is frustrating. So we got to pull somebody off. How about we pull a farmer off? Mushroom guy only has one there. We'll pull a woodcutter off as well. And so you guys need to do... Forget what I told you to do. Let's do the kitchen next. I need to build the wood or the slab thing. Okay. Dang. You can never win sometimes. A carpenter will put you there. Stonemason right there. We need to build these things so that we can... Alright, we got a cold weather event here. So that's probably bad, especially for our crops. Yikes, they're going to decompose because they're frozen. Dang. That's pretty horrible. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. Alright guys, the cold snap is over. I had to turn research off again just to have personnel available to start building the things we need. Alright, we got the stonemason and the carpenter online, so those guys will be cranking out those newer materials soon. And then we can do some more research, especially the kitchen is the main thing I need to research so that we can make better food for our boys out here working hard. Sweet, we got some more villagers, dude. That's perfect. And we're just waiting on 5 of the slabs, the stone slabs, to start the kitchen research. But our food supply is still pretty bad. So we're working on that. Alright guys, he's taking a rest. He's a little tired. As soon as he wakes up, he's going to chow down on these mushrooms over here. So we don't have to really worry about him for the time being, which is nice. And yeah, guys, once we get 3 more nomads in about 22 hours, I will turn research back on, and hopefully we have enough for the kitchen. We do. We have enough slabs, so that's really good. And we'll get that rolling. Alright guys, good news. The kitchen is done researching, so we're going to build that in just a moment. I need to research the landscaping, so we're going to get on that by collecting some herbs over here. We're going to make this high priority. All right, so they're gathering these herbs here. We're going to use it for the research. And we have to basically... the needs of our citizens went up by 1 from 1 to 2. So that's why I'm researching the landscaping to make them happier, to keep them productive. Alright guys, I'm going to build the kitchen right here to basically be close to the supplies so that they can make food faster. And once the kitchen is complete, we will basically have them make better meals and our citizens will be happier, hopefully. Alright guys, I'm going to try to command him to turn. It says he doesn't trust our command, so unfortunately he's not going to turn the way I want him to, so he might decide to turn on his own. But, I tried, you know? We need one more herb to do our research, and I'm not finding it anywhere. So that's kind of a problem. But yeah, we're in luck, guys. I just found a patch of herbs growing over here, so as soon as they're ready, we will harvest them and move on with the research. Alright, guys, good news. He did turn. Maybe because he found the food there, or he smelled it at least. We have a stinkhorn fungi coming up. It says healthy food, but it dampens the mood of the villagers. Perfect. I love it. Oh, guys, look. They finished the repair. Check it out. It's an antenna, dude. Let's see what they have to say. Ooh, a little cutscene, dude, even. Look at that. Nice. How wonderful. I can't believe we managed to repair it. Dear, isn't that just like the thing from your father's stories? What was it called again? I think you're right. It appears to be something called an antenna tower. Legend has it that these towers could capture vibrations in the air and convert them into speech, connecting the ancient wandering cities to the people on the ground below. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know if it works yet. Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's activate it. Would you do the honors, my friend? Hit the switch. Booyah. Wonderful. And if anyone else out there also has one of these antenna towers, you might be able to hear them. I didn't think I could get so excited in my old age. Theoretically, yes, but let's remain vigilant. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and we can't afford to trust just anyone. Could you at least try to feign a little excitement, dear? Alright, guys, that's finished. So now we have the antenna built, dude. Alright. We're still waiting on those herbs. How we looking? Are they grown in? It looks like they are, so let's harvest these bad boys. Top priority. And then once the herbs are harvested, we'll get the landscaping done, and our villagers will be a lot happier, hopefully. That's what I'm really trying to achieve here. Because right now, they're a little bit ornery. They need some more stimulation, man. Alright, guys, there's some kind of event at the transmitter. Let's see what's going on, dude. The antenna, it's working. It's actually working. We have just received our first transmission. Oh, it's like a scientist, huh? Hello, hear me? If you please. We hear you, but the signal is rather bad. Could you please repeat? You, Onbu, talk a blueprint upgrade antenna. Hello? Hello? We've lost the signal. Looks like they managed to send us something. Let's see here. It's a blueprint for an upgrade of the antenna tower. Yeah, an upgrade. For this thing we just dug up out of the ground a few days ago? I'm really not sure about this. How in the world would anyone have access to this kind of technology? Don't be so skeptical now. Everything has worked out so far, hasn't it? But I don't think we can find the materials the blueprint calls for on our Onbu. We should maybe keep an eye out for any landmarks on the ground and send scavengers there. Once we've completed the upgrade, we might be able to re-establish contact. Considering the fact that they mentioned Onbu, they might have even more invaluable information. Alright, so we have to build our scavenger tower. We'll get to that as soon as the research can kick off again. Alright guys, good news. The kitchen is finally done. So let's start making some food. We have a lot of berries and a lot of mushrooms, so they're going to be making the berry muesli. And hopefully that'll get them happier, because they're eating better food. One thing I want to do, guys, since we have the kitchen up and running, as soon as we have enough stuff cooked, we're going to have to turn off berries as a raw resource for them to eat. And that way we can have a lot better of an option for them. All right, landscaping's finally researched. Hell yeah. All right. Eat commands. Okay. Let's go ahead and research that. Good stuff, dude. Research is up and running. Now that we have the better food, they're happier, which means we're going to get nomads once again, which is really crucial. And so this is cranking, dude. Pretty good stuff. Alright, guys, we have unlocked a bunch of decorative things, so let's go ahead and build some of these to keep our people happy. How about we do a flower bed? Oh, it's pretty big, huh? So let's build it over here. This time we're able to command the dino to turn, and I'm having him turn towards these nomads so we can pick up some extra workers. He's also going to have a sleeping spot and a spot to feed, so all pretty good for us. Alright guys, it's time to research the scavenger hut. This is exciting. Let's get that underway. Alright, yeah, let's go, dude. Okay. Let's back up a second on the research track and see what we're kind of missing out on. An herbalist could be really good. I think that's probably a good play. A hut is better housing. Let's go for the herbalist there. I think that'll be good. Alright guys, good news. The scavenger hut is ready. We can build this mother. How about we do it like over here is probably a good spot. Yeah, like right on the edge there. Okay, so the dino's hungry, but good news is he's going to have some food coming up, so he'll be okay, hopefully, for the time being. He's at, man, 70's pretty bad. I don't have a way to feed him currently, so hopefully he'll survive. But soon enough, we need to get on that, so I'll have to research feeding him really soon. Alright. Alright guys, I researched the town square, so this will be pretty useful, I think, to kind of help out with keeping our citizens happy. We'll put it right there. Oh, whoops, can't put it there, just kidding. There we go, that's better. Alright guys, this is exciting. The scavenger hunt is done, so let's take a look. Let's put it back on normal speed. Alright, we can start sending our scavengers out. Let's go to the ruined settlement. We're just going to be out of range of that. We can also go over here and get some stone and some iron. And so as soon as they come back, we will absolutely get on that. Watch this. They're going to take off in their little gliders. And off they go to go get us some more villagers, man. It's awesome. Sweet, so we got a cheerful gathering at the town square. Just using some wood, it'll keep our villagers even happier. So that's really good for us. We just researched the tomato plantation, so that's exciting. Let's go ahead and do this discipliner there. Not that I'm going to probably use it, but just in case, I guess. So hell yeah, we're going, dude. We're going crazy out here. Alright, man. So we did the cheerful gathering. There's the bonfire popping off. Everybody's stoked. Hopefully the rain doesn't put it out. Alright, sweet. They're back from the expedition, man. So what did we get? Oh. There's an ice storm happening. Let's send the scavengers back out to there. Alright guys, looks like we have some kind of event here that ends in 5 minutes. It says, sounds from deep below. Before even taking a step into the mine, splatters on the walls and shouting from within imply that a tragic incident has taken place. There might be people in need. Let's hurry up and check the situation. Let's hide behind a rock and wait. We'll sneak in when it's safer. No way this will end well. Let's return. Better safe than sorry, as the saying goes. Let's think here. Let's try to save people because we just want more villagers. This could turn out poorly, but let's see what happens here. You run into the mine and find a group of wounded people. You help them get back on their feet, and they tell you about how they got attacked by a weird creature. Thankful for your help, they ask you to join your village. Yeah, let's go, dude. Good stuff. Alright, let's build more decorations to keep everybody happy. Very good. Guys, look at this. We're going to build a dung collector here. Give some fertilizer from the giant beast. It's pretty hilarious. Oh shit, guys, we're in a hailstorm. Oh no. So this is going to lower the happiness of our citizens. And it's probably going to kill a bunch of the crops off. This is pretty bad. Yikes, dude. Yeah, they're not happy about it. I wouldn't be either, to be honest. Alright, check it out. We built a trebuchet to feed our boy. So let's see if we can feed him. We don't have enough mushrooms. We're fresh out. I don't know how that is. I guess we have to build another... Oh, they're not growing. We have to build another mushroom hut, man. Okay, we'll get on that. Actually, I'll build it right there. Alright, guys. We finally were able to upgrade the antenna. Let's see what they have to say about it. The upgrade is complete. Well done. Though we'll have to wait for someone to contact us to see whether it has actually made any difference. This thing gets more and more hideous the longer I look at it. Hideous? I think it's okay. It's, let's just call it beautiful in its own way. Alright, guys, so... there goes the antenna, dude. We can improve it. Maybe we already did. That was probably the upgrade that got installed. We've got the dung catcher over there. I think I'd explain that to you guys. We're in a freeze. What's going on? Hang on a minute. Oh, we're in a new area. It looks like a desert. So it's like arid or something. All right. Oh, there's some, looks like there's some water over there. And I know that there's a fishing thing to research, so that's kind of interesting. But guys, this video's really long already. I'm having a blast. I think this is a really neat game. I really enjoy it. So if you guys are thinking about checking this one out, I highly recommend it. If you like your city builders, it's pretty chill. There is a lot of upkeep things to be kind of mindful about, but it's still pretty relaxing, I gotta say. There's no, like, time pressure or anything like that. And so if this is your style of game, I think you guys need to check it out. I'll have a link in the description below as well. And I'd like to thank the developers for sending this my way. It's a game I've had on my wish list for several years now, for sure. So I'm really happy to actually play the completed version 1.0 of the game. And like I said, I think it's really fun. Alright guys, check out the game, give it a look. And if you guys watch the whole video, I do really appreciate it. I know it's a bit longer, but this is one of those games, you know, it just keeps going and going. So, alright guys, thanks again for watching, and we will see ya for the next one.